Today I want to talk about and show you several methods that I've been working with this year on how to speed up and actually do a far better job with interlinking my niche sites, especially the larger sites. The larger sites get the more work and the more important it becomes to properly interlink. Let's jump into it. Here I am in the back end of FatStacks, and the first method of efficient internal linking that I've been working on is using a plugin called Link Whisper. It's a paid plugin, but it's not that expensive, and for the amount of time it can save you, for me, it's well worth it. So Link Whisper does a number of things in terms of helping you to interlink efficiently as well as maintaining a good quality of interlinking. The first is the autolinking. Now use this with great care. Okay, first off, before you do anything, hit this wheel and check this box. Only link once per post. We don't want dozens of links going to the same URL in the same post. Next up, I would typically go with a little bit more long tail keywords to start, and then you put in a link or the URL where the link will link to from pretty much every instance of that keyword throughout your site. So it's site-wide auto-linking is exactly what it's called. So for example, on FatStacks, I have a umbrella article that really pertains to the entire site called It's About Niche Ideas, a list of niche ideas. So any instance of the word niche or niche ideas on the entire site will link to that. So that's how that works. Use it carefully and judiciously. Don't just start blasting out links like crazy on here. The better options are, in terms of internal linking with Link Whisper, is going to stem through the report, and we'll jump into there right now. So when you go to report, you're going to get this page. You're going to get some information. All I really care about is this internal links option here. And what that does when you go in here, what it does is it tells you how many internal links are built to that particular article within your site. So that's pretty handy, and you could drop it down and you can see it there as well. You can also see the outbound links within the same article to other articles on your site. Now, but here's where it's really cool, because if you have a lot of content on your site, you can come here and you're going to get all your articles listed out. And if you see one that, let's say, had 0 inbound internal links, you just hit here, you click the ad, and it brings you to this page, and you can just double check that you're on the right page. Inbound link suggestion for that particular article. And then what you would do, this is the real power of Link Whisper. This is where I think the heavy lifting computing goes, is what it does is it will suggest a bunch of inbound link opportunities. Now, I want to caution you, I don't recommend that you just come in here and blindly do check all, because there's going to be some that aren't relevant, and so this is where you need to actually turn on the brain for a minute or so, and then you just go through and you just check the boxes that are relevant. And you can edit the sentence if you want to change the text of the hyperlink. So, and then once it's all done, you just click at the bottom here, somewhere here, you click save. Oh, add links. There we go. So that's it. Now you can filter these out, and you can show link suggestions just from the same tag, which is very handy if you're careful and do a methodical tagging process, or same category. So this could actually narrow it down and create a better shortlist for you. So that's it. You just check and add links, and you're done. So you've built inbound links to this particular article, whichever it was. So as you can see, if you have a lot of existing content and you've been delinquent like I have over the years with proper internal linking, this is one way to really speed it up. The other option here is when we come to the report, is that you can go to building outbound links. Now, when we're in an article, okay, this is the dashboard of an actual article. You go below it, and instead of, you're probably getting dizzy as I go up and down here, sorry. Instead of going through each one here and trying to find and building outbound links to other not outbound, but outbound internal to other articles in your site, what you can actually do is do basically the opposite of the inbound, and that's come here and it's the outbound, and suggest a link. So it'll suggest links, and then you can see where it's suggesting those links to. So if you wanted to add 5, 6, 10, whatever internal outbound links, here you can do it very, very quickly. So as you can see with Link Whisper, if you use both the inbound and outbound internal linking processes consistently, you can build a very, very powerful internal linking structure throughout your website. Now, the one problem that I have with this plugin that's difficult to overcome is outsourcing it to a VA, because And I don't know if it can be overcome because this part of building the inbound link suggestions as well as the outbound from a particular article is not every suggestion is good. And unless your VA is actually in the know when it comes to on-site SEO, which is great. If you have that person, then bang, you're golden. They can do all this. But if they don't know the nuances of on-site SEO and they don't know your site as well as you do, it's more difficult to train someone here because you actually have to be judicious. You can't just blindly check them all. So that is a bit of an issue with a link whisper. But if you're doing all this yourself, you're going to save yourself an absolute mountain of time with this plugin. So for me, I really like this plugin and I have it on all my sites and I use it here and there. Now, method number 2, and in fact, what I'm going to talk about next is the reason that I decided to create this video because I'm very excited about this. And this is Ahrefs. Surprise, surprise. Ahrefs is always coming out with cool stuff. I love this. I love this service. It's worth every nickel. It is expensive though. So if you're just getting started, Ahrefs may not be the solution for you and maybe Link Whisperer. Or you know what, you can still do it old school. Just build your own links. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just time consuming. But if you've got more time than money, I mean, just build them. Don't pay for tools. The point of this video is to come up with ideas to speed all this up. So Ahrefs recently launched what's called internal link opportunities. Now it calls it link opportunities here, but it's really internal link opportunities. And it's really, really good. So to get to it, you need to actually run your site through the site audit. And then once that audit is done, you click that particular audit. I always just click the latest audit. I think it runs, I have 10 sites loaded in here and it runs every site, I think, I don't know, every week or something. Anyways, it's pretty up to date. So you click link opportunities. Now check this out. There's not a whole lot to show you, but like it's really, really good. And I reached out to Ahrefs and I asked if it would suggest like multiple links to on the same page to the same URL. So like three links to the same URL from the same page. And Ahrefs said, no, it won't. It won't do that. So any opportunity here is going to just, be a one-time link. Now, as you can see, it lacks compared to Link Whisperer because we're not just talking about click a box and update, click a box and update, click a box and update, and your links are made. So that's where Link Whisperer is really powerful, and that's why I suggest Link Whisperer if you're kind of a DIY link builder. And well, not just link builder, but you're basically running the site yourself. You're just building it. It's just you. Link Whisperer is going to save you a ton of time because of that feature, and it's very, very cool. If you rather just outsource this to a VA or somebody else and just say, just build the links based on here's a recipe, here's something you can concretely follow. Like I would check your own suggestions in Ahrefs, but I've done it now for 2 sites and they are really good suggestions. And so I would actually be comfortable exporting this to a Google Sheet and handing it off to a VA. In fact, I'm going to be doing that. I just discovered this yesterday, so I haven't gotten around to it, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to export this for my sites and say, build those links, try to build 50 a day. And you can see it's fairly random. I mean, you can see it's not listing out all the same article all at once. It's all through here. So for a site like FatStacks, we came up with 321 opportunities. FatStacks has quite a bit of content. A lot of it doesn't rank. It's just me sort of blabbering on about this and that. I don't really keyword research or anything like that. So it's got a lot of content, but it only really it only has a little bit of content that's really pertinent in terms of I'm trying to rank for various search terms and stuff, so forth. I'm working on that, but anyway, so I thought the recommendations were really, really good. And so basically you would tell the VA to just hyperlink the bolded text. And this would be the target URL here, and this is the source page. So simple. It couldn't be simpler. Anybody can follow this. This is just like recipe for internal linking on steroids. I love it. Those are the 2 very, very powerful ways to speed up internal linking. Link Whisperer is ideal if you are doing everything yourself. You can just check boxes and boom, links are made. If you have a VA or you're going to hire a VA, I think Ahrefs is the better opportunity because I think the suggestions are better. It's just you can't just click boxes, so they're going to actually manually have to go in there and do it. That's a wrap on streamlining internal linking, a boring task, but important task and not so easy to outsource. But hopefully the few tips I gave in this video will help you with that to speed it up. Get it off your plate so you can do something else. And if you want to learn more, I did a much more in-depth video on internal linking processes and systems. It's in the on-site SEO module or course within the FatSex bundle. Check out the link below. Thanks for watching.